And we are back. Hello everyone, welcome back to 5 Minutes Code channel where I will be explaining the solution of every problem of Lead Code and Geeks for Geeks within less than 5 minutes. So without wasting time, let's get started. So today's problem is majority element 2, which is marked as a medium level problem. Alright, let's find out what we will be given into this problem and what we have to do. So we will be given one nums array of integer type and its maximum size can be 10 raised to the power 6 and its array elements will be from 0 to 10 raised to the power 9. Okay, alright. And what we have to do, we have to return two elements which are present more than one third time. Like if you will take this array length is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 11 length is this, I think so. Yeah, 11 length. So we have to return two elements which comes more than 11 by 3 time. That is 11 by 3 is what? 3. So which come more than 3 time. Which come more than 3 time. So 4 time we will say. So the one is this 5 which is present 4 time and another one is the 6 which is coming 5 times. So both are coming more than one third time of the array. Okay, alright, so we have to return these two elements in an list of integer and that list of integers should be sorted. Okay, so it should not, we cannot return 6 5, we have to return 5 6. Okay, alright, so if you will want to take some extra space, this question will be a cakewalk basically means very easy. So I will use simply a hash map. I will try to store the frequency of all the elements, and whenever I got the frequency, like after that I will iterate again, and when I get any elements whose frequency is greater than n by 3, I will simply put it into our list and at last we will return the list. Okay, so this is the key. This is very easy, I hope so. All right, but if I want to solve it without taking extra space, then it will become tricky and then it will be a medium level problem as well. Okay, all right, so let's find out how we can do this. Now look, what we will do is I will divide it into three steps. First of all, I will try to store the frequency, like I will try to find out two potential candidate which can be present more than one third time. Okay, which can be present more than one third time. Okay, all right, and after that I will, when I will get those two candidates which can be present more than one third, I will try to check if they are, like if they are present one third time or they were not, because in first step I'm just trying to find potential candidate. Potential means they can be or they cannot be. Okay, so these and after that when I will check, okay, yeah, these are candidates which are present more than one third time, I will simply put them it into a list and return. Okay, all right, so how can we find potential candidate? Potential candidate basically means if there are majority elements present, then these two will be. If there are not present, so let it be. But if there is any majority element present, it will be from these two potential candidates only. Okay, all right, so to find out potential candidates, what I will do is I will take four variables, n1, n2, and its frequency is c1 and c2. Okay, all right. Currently the frequency will be 0 and n1 and n2 will be 0 as well. Okay, all right. Now after that I will get this 2. Okay, I will check if my frequency of c1 is 0. Yes. Okay, so I will update my c1 to 1. Okay, and my n1 will be marked as 2 now. Okay, so at this point, at this array, this 2 is one of the potential candidate. Okay, all right, moving on. Now after that I get 1. Okay, so I will check if n2 is c2 is 0. Yes, so c2 frequency will be 1 and n2 will be 1. Okay, all right. After that I got 5. Okay, I got 5. So it is neither equal to n1 nor it is equal to n2. Okay, so in that case what I will do, I will decrease c1 by 1. I will decrease c1 by 1. So c1 will be now 0. Okay, all right. After that again I got 5. So now I will check if C1 is 0. Yes, if C1 is 0, replace N1 with 5. Okay, so now C1 will be 1. The 1 count is there. And number is what? Instead of 2, it will be 5. Okay, all right. Again, I get 5. So I will update my count to 2. Okay, again, I get 5. So again, now I will update my count to 3. Okay, again, I got 6. Okay, so when I get 6, I will decrease this. Look, C1 and C2. So it is neither equal to C2 as well. So now what I will do, I will decrease the frequency of C2 and it will become 0. Okay. Now when it becomes 0, I will again move to this 6. And now what I will do, I will check, oh, C2 is 0. So if C2 is 0, at that point, I will update my N2 to 6 and C2 will be 1. Okay. C2 is 1. Alright, again I get 6. So now I will update the frequency to 2. Again I get 6. So again I will update the frequency to 1. Okay. Alright. Now you can see on iterating this whole array, I get two candidates potential candidates. Look, potential candidates N1 and N2. Okay. Now what I will do, I will try to find if they are like maximum present more than one third time or not, because they cannot be present. So we are just trying to find the potential candidate at this point. I hope this will be making sense. Now look, iterate over this array and count the frequency of N1 and N2. If they are, great. So here we can say like, yeah, they are both potential candidate. So simply put them to list and return. Okay. So this is the way we will solve this. And if you will solve majority element 1 is where we have to return one element which is present more than half time. Here it is one third and there it is half. Okay. Then it will be like making more sense. But I think I've explained the approach pretty good. So look, what I'm trying to do is move here. Okay. And iterate over this array. And whenever I get some element which is neither equal to n1 or n2, so decrease the frequency of n1 and n2. Okay, in this way at last only those elements will be present which are more than one third. Okay, otherwise they will not be present. Believe me, you can try as many cases and you will get the same result. Okay, all right, so I hope it will be clear now and we will write the code of it. Meanwhile, if you have loved the explanation, please don't forget to subscribe the channel because it motivates us a lot. Okay, all right, so let's go then. First of all, let's calculate int n is equal to nums dot length. Okay, after that we will simply write int n1 will be first number is 0, n2 is equal to 0, c1 count of n1 is 0 and c2 count of n2 is also 0. Okay, all right, now what I told, I will iterate over whole array int I from nums. Okay, and now what I will do, if I is equal to n1, it means increase the frequency of n1. Okay, so in frequency of n1 is what, c1, increase it. Okay, otherwise if I is equal to n2, then increase the frequency of c2. Okay, otherwise if you remember, if frequency of c1 is equal to 0, it means update c1, update c1 with what, I. Okay, so n1 is equal to I and c1 is equal to 1. Okay, similarly do this for c2 as well. c2 is equal to 0, n2 is equal to I and c2 is equal to 1. Okay, all right, if it is not equal to c1 and it is not equal to c2 as well, at that point just decrease both frequencies, c1 minus minus and c2 minus minus. Okay, all right, after coming here, what I got, I have got the potential candidate. I've got the potential candidate, so I have to check if they are like have this count or not. So c1 is equal to 0 again, I will do, and c2 is equal to 0 again. Okay, I nums if look, it will be same, so just copy paste it. I is equal to n1 c1 plus plus. Okay, all right, after that look, now I will check if they are present. I got the count of both n1 and n2. Now I will check if they are, their frequency is greater than or not. Okay, so first of all, if look, I have to return the answer in increasing format as well. Okay, so it will be very easy. What I will do is I can simply use collection dot sort as well, so just use that because it is only 2 length. If c1 divided by 3 is greater than, if c1 is greater than n by 3, like the whole length is c1 is greater than n by 3, at that point simply I have to make one answer list as well. Answer is equal to new array list and answer dot add n1. Okay, all right, similarly I will do for n2. c2 is greater than n by 3, so add n2, and here I will simply use collection dot sort to sort it, because look, there will be only 2 length, so we can simply use collection dot sort because it will be constant time only, because for 2 length it will be constant. Collection dot sort answer and at last simply return answer. I hope it should get accepted. Let's try to submit it directly. Meanwhile, if you have loved the explanation, please don't forget to subscribe. Oh, I have done a mistake here. Now let's compile it again. Meanwhile, if you have loved the explanation, please don't forget to subscribe the channel and like the video. Again, there is some issue. Oh, okay. I got the issue. The issue is I just copy pasted it, so there is one bracket which is left, something like this. Let's format it, and now let's try to submit it directly. Okay, all right, I hope it will get accepted. If you want to give mock interview, the form link is into the comment section. It's free, so you can try that as well, and I'm going to see you again tomorrow. Till then, keep on coding, and bye. And I got my geek bit in the first time only. Okay, all right.